Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle, Ryan's behind the camera this week, and today we're talking all about backpacking food and what we're taking with us on our new trip. We're super excited, so let's hop into it.
All my thoughts are running around inside my head. Emotions keep coming, they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different when I got my things in place. Stuck in this commotion, how come I ain't past this yet?
So if you didn't know, we're a channel all about getting out of debt so that we can live our dream life. And one of the biggest things that we dream is to be able to backpack whenever we please and for however long we want. And with that, we're making some ultralight backpacking meals. And some of these were inspired by Backcountry Foodie. She has a couple of things. We can link to her in the description box below. So don't forget to check it out. Some of these have been modified. We're vegan. She does make vegetarian food, but these are just some modified things from my experience in the culinary world many moons ago. So we're gonna start with breakfast, and because we're only gonna be on the trail for a day and a half, essentially one night and part of a day, so ultimately like 12 to 24 hours roughly, we'll see. We're gonna have a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and a couple of snack options because, well, I stay hungry all the time and so does Ryan. So we're gonna do a couple of methods. There's cold soaking, where you don't have to have a stove. I wanted to be able to just get up and have breakfast ready to go. So what we're gonna do is combine a few ingredients so that there's wholesome, rich, delicious food that is maximized. So for ultralight backpacking, the rule of thumb is to pack 1.5 to 2 pounds per day per person. And you want to be able to maintain about 100 calories per ounce. And we're vegan, if you didn't know. So we're gonna do that vegan style. And with a little bit of research, I found a chia seed pudding that I thought we would try on the trail. So to do that, we're gonna take, this is like a little reusable bag, like a zip top bag, snack size. And I love them, they're by Russable. Alternatively, you can use like a stasher bag, or Ello at Target makes them too. So there's some different options. So we're gonna take chia seeds, and we're gonna do 2 tablespoons, which is 1 serving size, and that's already 150 calories. So the cool thing about chia seeds is, one, that they can be used for a few things. Protein being a large component, so we're putting these in. 2 tablespoons is 6 grams of protein. For those who don't think that we get protein, this is where some of it comes from. And the other thing is that it makes a pudding consistency, or gelatinous. It like naturally gets gelatinous when you add water to it. So it's good for puddings. It can be an egg replacer, not a scrambled egg replacer. Don't do that, it would not work. But like for baking, you can use it for that. So the next thing we're gonna add is 2 different milk powders. So we have coconut milk and we have soy milk. They're dehydrated. It would be like adding a non-fat milk powder, but we're doing vegan version. So this is a fat content, which you need when you're out hiking. It also keeps you warm, and this has extra protein, and it's just creamy and delicious. So we're gonna add 1 tablespoon, which is 1 serving size of this, and we'll link these products below for you guys so that you can get them if that's something that you're interested in. We'll add that in, which is 60 calories. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of the soy milk powder. It just helps it with the creaminess, and it gives just a little bit richer flavor and texture. This is all unsweetened as well, so I should mention, if you like it sweet, add some sugar, which I might do because I know Ryan likes it a little sweeter. So we added our powders, and the cool thing is that this is gonna be shelf stable, so you don't have to really do anything with this. You can just zip it up. If you want nothing else in it, zip it up, throw it in, you're ready to go. Don't recommend that. It's gonna taste like nothing. So just to give some extra flavor and just a little bit of sweetness, we're just gonna add a teaspoon of brown sugar. Give it a little shake. And it really is just like a powdery situation. For any good chef, you know that you want to not just have your protein and your creaminess, but texture is everything. So this is something we're gonna add water to, and it's gonna create the beautiful, creamy, pudding-like texture, hence chia seed pudding. But we're gonna want some crunch, we're gonna want some extra flavor. So we have some crushed up banana chips and some dried cranberries. We actually got these at Aldi for they're super cheap. So recommend getting any dried fruit. You can do any dried fruit you like. So we'll just add like a little toss of the banana chips. These are actually one of our most favorite like snacks, is banana chips. I love apricots too. Dried apricots are mine and the dog's favorite. And we're just doing like a little, I have tiny baby hands, so just like a small little handful of these. A little goes a long way in these little bites. And then you can choose like your nut of choice. I love walnuts, so I'm gonna do some walnuts. I might even like chop them up. There's a little bit of action you need to do. So we'll just do, let's say, 2 tablespoons of walnuts. We'll do like a nice little rough chop. Alternatively, you can also buy like pre-chopped walnuts in the baking section. It's actually in one of our like grocery hacks. If you want to save some money on nuts, you can go to the baking section and there's like pre-chopped stuff. And then we'll just toss these nuts right on in. Just give them a little toss. This is gonna add to that fat content and protein content actually. Per ounce, they have 4 grams of protein, which is really nice. And this is definitely not a full, it might have been an ounce, I don't know. My weight judgment is kind of go on these days. So we'll give it a toss. And of course, this is also gonna get kind of shaken around in your backpack. So give it a good seal. It's not gonna go anywhere. We've done this before, so gave it a little test. This is also great if you're like me and you work on the go all the time. You can have these made up, toss some water in, mix it up, and then you can eat it later on in the day. So this is gonna be our breakfast. And we also have these little pouches of, we have almond butter. Contrarily, I do love almond butter over peanut butter, but I don't get it very often. So you can squeeze this over top, or you could even add a little bit of hemp seeds, which are delicious, and an extra just way to get some omega-3s on trail. For lunch, we decided we're gonna do some snacks and pretty much just go. So one thing that we decided on was the Linny and Larry's Complete Cookie, which was something that we tested while we were in Vegas. If you haven't seen that video, we'll pop a link down to it below. I turned 30 in Vegas and it was a time to be alive. And this was a game changer. We had this one is the white chocolate macadamia, which is my favorite, but the chocolate chip cookie is superb. We loved it. So this was a great option. So we thought we would give this a try again. So we had this. We also had an assortment of bars, specifically Lara bars. It's something that we both really enjoy. My favorite is the lemon zest, or it's a lemon bar. It actually tastes like a lemon bar, and it's something that I miss quite a bit. So this is really delicious, and it's minimally processed. And then we got something that was a little on the chewier side, which is a vegan jerky. And I'll have to have Ryan put his thoughts on the screen or have him talk about it, because I believe he actually has had this before and has really enjoyed it. So we're gonna give this a go, and I'll let you know what I think of it soon. This is gonna be mainly what we're choosing for our snacks, which maybe is a terrible idea, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes and hope for the best. So that's kind of lunch on the go, so that we can cover as many miles as possible. If you're anything like me, my sugar will plummet, especially on trail if I'm going and going and going. So we actually found these bunny fruit snacks by Annie's that are fantastic. The last time we did a really large hike, these were a massive game changer for my mood. and so that Ryan didn't have someone that was grouchy the whole time he was hiking. And it's just like an extra sweet little snack. Not super high in calories, but very good for sugar. We also have like a little almond pack, like it's a cashew almond dried cranberries, which you can make this at home too. You don't really need to buy them like this. We just already had these, so we're gonna take these with us. And we have the Fig Newton bars. These happen to be by Nature's Bakery, which is my personal favorite way to go. They're vegan and they each are like 200 calories for like a pack. So they come in a gluten-free version, which we accidentally bought this time, but typically we buy the non-gluten-free version. So either way, there's room for everyone. And I've heard they have a brownie that's to die for. Haven't had it, but I heard they have one. Lunch on the go. Okay, next we're gonna talk about something that we wanted to make sure we had in case those weren't like doing the trick for us. We could have some form of a liquid nutrition. So the idea was another cold soaking option that we would be able to pack with us that would pack high caloric value with a low weight option and low volume. So again, we're using the bags. You could also just continue to use the little snack bags. I can't find mine. And we have, you saw our gear list. We're packing this gear out. We might do something smaller because this is kind of big and it's just takes up a lot of space. But for right now, this is what we have. This is like a little blender bottle whisk and a Ziploc container. And then this way we can just and make our smoothie. This is a banana chocolate peanut butter smoothie. I'm gonna make it in this container today just to make it easier and less of a hassle to clean up. So I like to use both of these. You don't have to. It's honestly the same thing. So you can either use these two or you can just use this PB2 with cocoa powder. So we'll use this today and then add our other ingredients. So for this one, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons, which is, next we're gonna use our soy milk powder that we used in our previous recipe. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons. So there's 50 calories in our peanut butter chocolate mix. You can add more chocolate if you like it, which I do believe for Ryan's, I did add more chocolate because he loves it. So this adds another 60 calories for those 2 tablespoons. So we'll lock that in. We'll just do 1 tablespoon of our coconut milk. That adds extra fat in. Not that you have to have it, but it is, if you don't want the extra fat, don't add it. It is extra calories, which is helpful. Just 1 of those. Nice little plop. This is also can be made, I've used this as a hot chocolate mix if you don't add the banana. So smoothie, if you don't add the banana, it can be a hot chocolate mix. So pro tip, put your banana powder on the side. I've definitely done that at my house before and it's delicious. You can also just substitute for this, add a little cayenne pepper to it. What a time. So here we're gonna add 2 tablespoons, which only gives us 35 calories. So all of this together, this meal, it is quite a bit, right? It's a huge amount of powder. You can either make it with a lot of water and it can be like super watery, or you can do just a little bit of water depending on how much you have. Water conservation is a big deal in the backcountry. And this right here, this whole situation is 205 calories, which is enough for a full meal, which is really nice. So like a small like lunch meal. So you just give this a shake. Should I do it? Should I make it and drink it? So as you're like moving around, it's gonna shake up like this. And then you can add, for the hot chocolate situation, I only have like a cup of water, boiling water, in like a camp mug. But if you wanna just do this, so you'll just take your water, add it straight into your cup. They go probably there. And then I wanted something, it was really important that I had something that locked. And I wanted smoothies. Who doesn't love a good smoothie? And a chocolate smoothie is the only way to go. The other thing you could add is like different powders to it, different fruit powders. Raspberry would be delicious in this. Give it a nice little shake, get it all mixed in. That's what that blender bottle is doing, is just mixing it all together. And then dinner, we decided to go as easy as possible because we're new to this and because we just don't know what to bring. And we actually had some of these backpacker meals on hand from a trip that we didn't get to go on. So these are the backpackers pantry. This is chana masala. We have a red beans and rice. And we also have like a pad thai. So we'll take all three and decide what we want. And we're also going to take with us, for added calories, tortillas, which you can just put everything right into, and some avocado, just for some extra fat and just some extra tastiness. And that is our simple dinner. Literally, we're gonna take them out, maybe cut these up, squish them on, and then we can, this is enough for 2 servings, so this should serve us both. And we're gonna take them all, so if we do decide that we really need to eat something else while we're out on trail, we can make one of these for lunch too, so we're not gonna be without. We should have plenty of food. And that's dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. We truly appreciate everything that you guys do, and that's just coming here and getting to know us and watching our videos. We are on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can make that happen. So if you found this video at all helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. And as always, don't forget to budget wisely and compromise kindly. We'll see you in the next one, you guys.